Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about Last Chance Reunion Part 2. And today I'm gonna talk about what I talked about in my old video, but more details now because I've seen more gameplay and more choices a little bit. And some things I'm a little excited, and some other things I hope it gets mentioned. So to me, like, what I'm hoping for the game of Reunion is I hope they embrace what they've done to the running of Love Shane's True Colors. I think the running was perfect. It was unique. It was emotional. Because Alex had experience on her powers. She had powers early before she got in Haven Springs. So something like since Max Garfield and from the exposure to now reunion, um, I hope she have trouble of digging in with the powers because she hasn't used them in a long time. Like for example, like I know that in the exposure she mentioned that she hasn't used the time going back in a long, long time since she left Arcade Bay. So, I hope they embrace that struggle. That it's not easy to go back with that kind of power, but when you get used to it, you learn quicker. Um, and then mostly, like, I want to see that, like, your choices as Max can affect Chloe's um what could happen to Caledon University with Chloe because see Chloe's back and again we gotta mention this in our video. But what could happen to Chloe in general? Can she disappear? Is she gonna go away? Because Max's choices affected the game dramatically in meaning that she might lose Chloe again, or the other way around. Um, because I think to me, Deck 9 is very sorry, talented in the craft on knowing the character. But I hope the ending is better than Thomas Brothers' ending, because the ending, people already know, is not as great to remember. So I think to me, Reunion is not a sequel to Love Shane's Thomas Brother. It's more like a semi-sequel spin-off, I would say. Because, um, like what could happen to Max when he played her again in Reunion? Is she gonna act different from her powers? And I hope she does because, as she said, she hasn't used her powers in a long time. And, and I get it. I hope the one big thing I hope, um, in Reunion, they should embrace a little bit of that mind-bending, um, idea that since we saw a trailer of Chloe being in the bathroom from Arcadia Bay from her dreams, her nightmares, I think that's gonna be a level that you have to play as Chloe to get out. Because it will make sense. You're playing as Chloe, you're facing her fears, you're seeing her trauma of realizing that she's still alive, but the other Chloe that she doesn't know of is dead. Because it's Max. She emerged through timelines, and now she pretty much Max has fixed it for Chloe. And I think to me, they might mention Mark Jefferson and Arcadia Bay more often in the sequel of Reunion. Because if we go back in time at the dream sequence with Chloe, and you can see what happened to Mark Jefferson, what happened to which Amber, what happened to everyone in Arcadia Bay. Same go with like what happened to Warren and the rest, Brooke, or everyone. And somehow like you can see how it became either bad or good, depending on what you choose. And I hope they do it like that because a dream sequence could be cool and reunion because it makes sense. You have Chloe, you have Max's powers, and Chloe said she has nightmares of being in Arcadia Bay on the same place where she died. And I think they might do it like that better as a choice. And I hope they make the choices much better because I think they have an opportunity for Deck Nine to be this one reunion far better. And I hope it does. Because if it doesn't then where we go after this. Um but I hope it does. And right now I'm just thinking of what to do next on when the game comes out because I'm gonna play it. But I want you all in the comments tell me what you think of Chloe's nightmares in Reunion. Would you like if that happened? You to go back to Arcadia Bay one last time or something else different? And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Let me know in the comments and I'll see y'all next time.